Hello students, good morning all of you. Today in our topic, I need to explain the energy stored in a capacitor. So in yesterday we are seeing what is the capacitor, what is the capacitance of a capacitor, which type of capacitors are available. Okay, so what is the resultant capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. Okay, and also we will learn the capacitance of a spherical plate capacitor, but today we are learning that is energy stored in the capacitor. Okay, so before going to learn that, so you need to subscribe our channel and like, share, comment to your friends. Let us start our topic. So now today, energy stored in a capacitor. Energy stored in a capacitor. In a capacitor. Energy stored in a capacitor. Okay. So already you know that by the definition of the capacitance, C is equal Q by V. C is equal Q by V. By the increasing of the charge on a capacitor, the potential is also increases. Q directly proportional to the potential of a capacitor. By this you can write that Q is equal some constant C into V, where C it is nothing but capacitance of a capacitor here. Capacitance of a capacitor. So then C is equal, you can write that C is equal Q by V. So this is the capacitance of a capacitor in farads. The units of capacitance, it is farad. Right. So whenever you have to take a capacitor, so this is a capacitor having two parallel plates. Having two parallel plates. These are the two parallel plates having equal and opposite charges. And these are connecting to the one charging battery. Okay, so these are connecting to the one charging battery. So this is negative sign and this is positive sign. So the charge will be given to the capacitor plates, either it is positive, and they can be getting negative. Okay, at first, at t is equal to 0 time, the charge on a capacitor, it is equal to 0. At t is equal to 0 time, the charge on a capacitor, q it is the charge, and capacity of that capacitor is 0, because of capacity C is equal to q by v. Q is equal to 0, 0 by something is equal to 0, right? At t is equal to t time, charge on a capacitor, that is equal dq, and the capacity of that capacitor, that is dq by v. dq by v here. So this is equal to dq by v. And after completion of the full of charge, q it is equal capital Q, and the capacity is equal capital Q by V here. So this is the variation here. So let us write, whenever the charge will be increasing by dq level, then some work should be done there. How it is? If the charge is bringing from infinity to distance into the electric field, then some potential should be acting on here, some work done should be done there. Clear? So therefore here the work done should be, it is in the form of potential energy. So dW is equal V dq, because of, from the definition of the potential, V is equal, W by Q. Therefore W is equal VQ. So here how much charge we will be increasing here? So the dq amount of charge will be increasing here. Okay, for the getting of the total work done means increasing of the charge q, so we need to integrate on both sides, right? We need to integrate on both sides. Let us see. So dw, it is equal integral of v dq from where to where? 0 to q charge. Okay, 0 to q charge. Clear? From the definition of capacitance, v should be written as q by c here. V is equal q by c. Okay, from the definition of the capacitance, V is equal q by c. Let it be substituted here. Therefore, this is capital W and integral of 0 to q, whereas V is equal q by c into dq. Let us integrate here, where it is 1 by c integral of 0 to q, it is q dq, where it can be written as 1 by c, it is q power n, it means 1, it is q square by 2 into 0 and q. These are the limits. Now we have to apply the limits, upper limit minus lower limit. So let us see. So this is the W value. So W, it is equal how much here? 1 by c. It is equal at first upper limit minus lower limit. It is 0 square by 0. 0 square by 2, it is nothing but 0. It is equal W, it is equal q square by 2c. So where this total work done should be here stored in the form of energy. So that is equal to U, it is equal q square by 2c. So this is the one of the form of the stored energy in a capacitor. U is equal q square by 2c. And this will be, make it as where from q is equal cv, you can write that U is equal 1 by 2 into q square means c square v square by c, where square and c will be cancelled out and remaining it is U is equal of cv square, U it is equal of cv square. So this is the one more equation for the energy stored in a capacitor. This is equation 2, this is equation 1. Okay, and here from cv you need to substitute the value of q. Therefore from equation 2 you can write that U is equal 1 by 2 into qv, because of since here q is equal cv, where c into v is the q, remaining v it is the qv. Therefore U it is equal qv by 2. So this is also another form of energy stored in a capacitor. So here there are three equations are there. First one, it is the q square by 2c, and another one it is 1 by 2 cv square, and third one it is qv by 2. So these three are the equations of energy stored in a capacitor. Okay, so energy stored in a capacitor, it is equal, first you have to take in a capacitor having distance d. The distance between two plates of a capacitor is d, and the intensity of electric field acting between them, it is E, and let it be having the surface charge density sigma, and the area of the plates, it is A here. So these are the terms you have to know here, right? And then at t is equal to 0 time, the charge on a capacitor is equal to 0 and the capacity of the capacitor it is equal to also 0. From the definition, you can write that. Okay. And similarly, time will be increased as we need to charging the battery. We have to connecting the battery will give some charge to the capacitor. Hence, the capacity will be increases. How much capacity will be increases? How much energy, how much charge will be taken, giving to the capacitor, that much of potential should be increases. That much of work done should be acting there. That much of capacity will be increases. Right? So, this is our target is to fill the total capacitor. To giving the total charge, that charge it is capital Q. From where T? From where 0 charge to capital Q charge. So 0 charge to capital Q charge. So here the small work done should be here dW is equal to V dQ, where between the we have to get the total work done, which is nothing but energy stored in a capacitor. You have to take integration of both sides. So you will get the integration and you can get the equation where the energy stored in a capacitor U it is equal Q square by 2C and U is equal half CV square and U is equal QV by 2. Okay, let us see here one more. So that is what is here. So if the distance between the two plates it is small d and the area of the plates is capital A and the surface charge density is the sigma and the intensity of electric field acting between the two plates it is the E. So then the energy stored in the capacitor it is nothing but from equation 1 U it is equal, you can write that Q square by 2C. Q square by 2C. But by the definition from the sigma it is nothing but surface charge density is equal charge per unit area. Charge per unit area, right? Here, charge per unit area, Q by A, where Q should be written as here from this one, Q it is equal sigma into A. Clear? Sigma into A. So hence you can write that it is Q is equal sigma A whole square by 2 into C. C it is the capacitance. So where the capacitance, these two plates are the parallel plate capacitors. The capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor already derived that it is, what is that? C is equal epsilon naught A by D. Epsilon naught A by D here. Let us substitute here. U it is equal sigma square A square, okay, by 2 into C it is nothing but what is C here? Epsilon naught A by D here. Let us simplify. U it is equal sigma square A square into D by 2 into epsilon naught A. Clear? Where A and square will be cancelled out. A and square will be cancelled out. The remaining it is U it is equal sigma square, okay, A D by 2 epsilon naught. 2 epsilon naught. Remember this. Okay. And now this sigma will be written as the relation between intensity of the electric field. The intensity of the electric field between the two plates inside inner region of the two plates. Already we wrote that in yesterday class. We derived that in the inner region E it is equal, what is that? Sigma by epsilon naught. Sigma by epsilon naught. From this one you can write that sigma it is equal E into epsilon naught. E into epsilon naught. From this one you can write sigma is replacing by E into epsilon naught. Therefore U it is equal, here sigma square it is nothing but E epsilon naught whole square into A into D by, what is that? 2 epsilon naught. 2 epsilon naught. So here it is equal E square epsilon naught square A into D by, it is 2 epsilon naught. Clear? where epsilon naught and square will be cancelled out. So this can be written as U it is equal to 1 by 2 E square epsilon naught AD. So this is the energy stored in a capacitor where intensity of electric field is E and the area of the capacitor it is A, and the distance between the two plates of a capacitor small d, and the medium permittivity of the medium or free space, that is the epsilon naught. Okay, so from this equation, area into distance between these two plates, area into distance, already you know that area into distance, it is nothing but you can write volume. Simply you can write that area into, so A into D it is equal to volume, right? So just we have to write that the energy per unit volume, it is equal to 1 by 2 E square epsilon naught, 1 by 2 E square epsilon naught. So this is the energy stored in a capacitor per unit volume. It is equal to half E square epsilon naught. So this is energy stored per unit volume. Energy stored per unit volume. This is nothing but what is that here? This is nothing but density of the field, density of the electric field, density of the electric field. So it means energy stored per unit volume, it is nothing but density of the electric field. So these are very, very important equation. You have to remember here this one and also this one. This is the energy stored per unit volume, that is the density of the electric field, and also this is the energy stored in a capacitor where the intensity of the electric field between the two plates it is E, okay, and area of the plates is A, and distance between the two plates is small d, and the surface charge density is the sigma. So this is the total information about the energy stored in a capacitor. You have to practice it, right? Now let us see effect of dielectric between two plates of a capacitor. Okay, effect of dielectric between two plates of a capacitor. Let us see here effect of dielectric between two plates of a capacitor. Two plates of a capacitor. Okay. So whenever we have to take a dielectric with the dielectric constant of K. So this is the capacitor. This is the capacitor, plates of a capacitor. Okay. Which can having two plates. So this is the positive charge and this is the negative charge. Okay. So this is a capacitor here, right? So this is the battery to charge the capacitor, to give the charge to the capacitor plates. Okay, right. So the effect of dielectric between two plates of a capacitor. These are the two plates are having the area of A, the distance between them is D. Whenever we have to take a dielectric with the constant of K, dielectric constant, K is dielectric constant. Okay, dielectric constant. So before that, before introducing the dielectric between the two plates of a capacitor, the charge on the capacitor plates are plus Q and minus Q. The potential on the capacitor plates V is equal to V. V is equal to V before introducing the dielectric. Okay. And the intensity of electric field before introducing the dielectric E is equal to E. So these two are before introducing dielectric. After introducing of the dielectric with constant K, so here there is a dielectric will be kept between the two plates of a capacitor. This is the dielectric. Here you need to see. A dielectric with the constant of K is introducing between the two plates of a capacitor. Then the space occupied between these two plates, is decreases. It means the electric field is decreasing. Okay, the space between the two plates are decreasing. The open place, the free space will be decreasing. That is, the field should be decreases. So after introducing the dielectric, the intensity of electric field E is equal to decreases by how much? For example, let it be before it is V0 and it is E0. So E0 by K, it will be decreases, and the potential should be also decreases, that is V0 by K. Okay. So here what I am saying it is after introduce dielectric, right? So before there is no dielectric, and then the intensity of electric field it is E0 and the potential it is V0. And after introducing the dielectric between the two plates of a capacitor having the constant K, and then the intensity of electric field should be decreases how much? 1 by kth time of, it means K it is the dielectric constant. How much constant of the dielectric should be introducing between the two plates of a capacitor, that much of intensity of electric field should be decreases. The space occupying, the empty space between the two plates of a capacitor should be decreases. That is, the field should be decreases. If the field should be decreases, the potential also decreases. For example, this is a field before introducing the dielectric. Okay, and after introducing the dielectric, the field should be decreases because a dielectric occupies some place. The remaining place should be decreases, very less. Hence, here the potential also decreases. Here you need to take more potential. Here, to fill the charge inside of the field, we have to do more work. Hence, more potential is needed. But in this case, we have to do less work to complete this field. So the field should be decreases here. How much field should be decreases? How much constant should be introducing? That much of field should be decreases. That much of potential should be decreases. Okay. So by the introducing of you have to remember one thing here. By the introducing of the dielectric between the two plates of a capacitor, then the intensity of electric field should be decreases by K times, and also potential should be decreases by K times. If potential should be decreases, the capacity of a capacitor. And before that, the capacity of a capacitor C is equal, let it be C0, because of there is no dielectric. There is no, 0 means not dielectric, not dielectric. So before introducing means there is no dielectric, we have to recognize that V0, E0, C0. And after introducing the dielectric, then intensity of electric field should be decreases, potential should be decreases. And now what is the capacitance should be? So by the definition of the capacitance, C is equal to Q by, what is that? V here. Okay, so Q, it is nothing but write it as capital Q by V. But the V should be here after introducing the dielectric, Q by V naught by K. V naught by K. At first you have to take this charge, it is Q naught plus Q naught minus Q naught, and you have to take it is equal Q naught here. From this you can write that it is equal K into Q naught by C naught. Q naught by C naught is nothing but, let it be here, C naught. Therefore C it is equal to K into C naught. K into C naught. So here C naught is the Q naught by C naught here, because of from C is equal to Q by V, where charge before it is Q naught and capacity before introducing the dielectric is C naught. Q naught by C naught is the, sorry, Q naught by V naught. Q naught by V naught is the C naught. Okay, so here we have to remember, whenever we have to introduce the dielectric between the two plates of a capacitor, the capacitance of a capacitor should be increases. That is very important point you have to remember here. Right? The capacitance of a capacitor should be increases by the introducing of the dielectric between the two plates of a capacitor. Why? Because the potential of the capacitor should be decreases. Okay, if the potential should be decreases, the capacitance should be increases. The capacitance should be increases. Right? So one point we have to remember, what should be changes when the dielectric should be introducing between the two plates of a capacitor, then you have to say, by the introducing of the dielectric between two plates of a capacitor, then the capacitance of a capacitor should be increases, and the potential of the capacitor should be increases, and the intensity of electric field of the capacitor plates is increases. Right? Clear? So this is that. Now we have to see what is the effect of the dielectric effect of the energy stored in a capacitor. Already we seen that energy stored in a capacitor. So here there are two cases are there. The first case it is when the charging battery is disconnected. When the charging battery is disconnected from the circuit, then what will be the energy stored in the capacitor? And second one it is, if the charging battery is continued, then what is the energy stored in a capacitor? Generally we have to say that if we have to disconnect the battery from the circuit, then the energy should be decreases. Right? If we are continuing the battery in the circuit, the energy will be increases. How it is possible? Let us see here. Okay? Right. Now we have to see energy stored in a capacitor when charging battery is disconnected. Okay, at first we have to see there is a two parallel plates of a capacitor. Okay, so here this is the two plates of the capacitor. So here there is no dielectric at first. There is no dielectric at first. So this is the positive and negative. It has positive charge whereas Q naught, it has negative charge whereas Q naught. Okay. And the potential at before introducing the dielectric, it is V naught. And the capacitance before introducing the dielectric, capacitance it is C naught. It is nothing but Q naught by V naught. Q naught by V naught. Remember that. Okay. Now we have to introduce the dielectric and battery is disconnected. Okay. The charging battery is disconnected and introduce introduce dielectric. Introduce dielectric. Right. Now let us see. So here there is a two parallel plates of the capacitor. Two parallel plates of capacitor. And here there is a battery which is disconnecting. So here which is disconnected, and we have to kept a dielectric between the two plates of a capacitor. This is the dielectric here. This is the dielectric with constant K. With constant K. So this is the dielectric with constant K. K, it is the dielectric constant. So here, when the battery is disconnected from the circuit, whenever we have to introduce the dielectric between the two plates of a capacitor, already we seen that the potential of the capacitor should be decreases by K times. V is equal V0 by K. V is equal V0 by K. Okay. So here, this is the charge on the capacitor plates. It is Q0. It is the Q0, plus Q0 and minus Q0. And from, we have to write that the energy stored in the capacitor. At first, the energy stored in the capacitor, U it is equal, U is equal, or U0 is equal, let it be U0 is equal, what is that? Q square by, it is nothing but Q0 square by 2C, C0. Okay, Q0 square by 2C0, because of U0 square, Q0 is the charge before introducing the dielectric. C0 is the capacitance before introducing the dielectric. After introducing the dielectric, the battery was disconnected. Whenever the dielectric is introducing between the two plates of a capacitor, then the potential should be decreases. Right? From the equation you can write that, and the capacitance also increases. C is equal K C0. Already we proved that. C is equal K C0. From energy, U it is equal, the energy, stored energy in this capacitor, U it is equal, from the equation where it is Q square by 2C, here Q it is the, how much Q it is? Q0, and Q0 square by 2 into, what is C here? C it is equal KC0. KC0. When it is KC0? Whenever we have to introducing the dielectric between the two plates of a capacitor. The purpose of the dielectric introduction between the two plates of a capacitor, it is the increasing of the capacity. Right? From this equation you can write that U it is equal, what is that? 1 by K into U0 square by 2C0, U0 square by 2C0, where U0 square by 2C0 it is nothing but U0. Q0 square by 2C0 is equal to U0. Let it be U it is equal, you can write that, therefore U it is equal U0 by K. The energy should be decreases. When the energy was decreased because of the charging battery is disconnected and the introducing the dielectric. When you have to introducing the dielectric between the two plates of a capacitor and the charging battery is disconnected, the energy will be decreases. Okay, already know that. Okay, in this term. So U is equal U0 by K. U0 is the energy which there is no dielectric between the two plates. U is the energy where the dielectric is between the two plates of a capacitor. Okay, clear? So whenever we have to introducing the dielectric between the two plates of a capacitor and disconnecting the battery, then the energy should be decreased. How much decreased? How much of dielectric constant will be introducing between the plates, that much of energy should be decreases. Okay. Now the second case it is, the charging battery is continued. The charging battery is continued. Charging battery is continued and introduced dielectric. Okay. So what is the change here? So here the change it is, what is the change here? Let us see. Here there is a battery. The battery is continued in the circuit. So here the battery is also in this circuit. Same. Right? Same. And before introducing the dielectric, this is the position of the capacitor, having the Q0 charge, having the V0 potential, having the C0 capacity, having the energy U0 Q0 square by 2 C0. Let it be. And after introducing the capacitor and battery is continuous. Okay, by the introducing of the capacitor, the potential should be decreases. V is equal to V0 by K. And then capacity will be increases, that is KC0. These are the basics. Okay. And now the battery is continued in this circuit. Then the charge will be increases. How much charge will be increases? The Q0 it is equal K Q0. Q0 is equal K Q0. K times will be increases. Therefore, from the energy equation, U it is equal Q0 square by 2C. Q0 square by 2C 0. Then you can write that Q0 square it is equal K Q0 whole square by, what is that? 2C0. 2 into C0 is equal KC0. KC0. Then it can be written as K square Q0 square by 2 into K into C0. And the square and K will be cancelled out, where U is equal, you can write that U it is equal K into Q0 square by 2C. Q0 square by 2C. Q0 square by 2C C0. C0 is equal U0. So therefore U it is equal K into U0. It means, what is this meaning? The energy should be increases by K times when battery is continued in the circuit. Battery is continued in the circuit and dielectric will be introducing in the between two plates. So whenever the battery is introduced between the two plates and battery is continued, dielectric introducing between the two plates and battery is continuing, then the energy should be increases. How much increase? K times increase. And dielectric is introducing between the two plates of a capacitor and battery is disconnects. Then the energy should be decreases. How much times? How many times? 1 by K times. Okay. So that is U is equal U0 by K where disconnected, and U is equal K U0 when it is continued. So this is the logic behind the effect of stored energy in a capacitor, effect of the dielectric. Okay. Thank you.